What's up everybody, it is I, Hero Vange, and welcome to my very first Kingdom Cup Tournament video. I'm so hyped for this. Let's get into this right away. This is the team that I brought. I brought Frostlass with Powder Snow, Shadow Ball, and Avalanche. What is this? This is a Pokemon that you have never mentioned, not once in your Kingdom Cup videos. Were you holding back on us? Is this a secret weapon that, you kept to yourself? No. This is kind of like a last minute swap because I felt that Alolan Marowak was not a good choice for me because I really stink at using him, okay? That's the only reason. Do you think that this is a good idea? Bringing Frostlass. Comment down below right now. No cheating. No zipping forward on the video. No, okay? Comment down below right now. Let's see if you and I were right about this choice. I also have Steelix with Dragon Tail, Crunch, and Earthquake. Bastiodon with Smackdown, Stone Edge, and Flamethrower. Lucario with Counter, Shadow Ball, and Power Up Punch. Lapras with Water Gun, Ice Beam, and Surf. And finally, Altaria with Dragon Breath, Sky Attack, and Dragon Pulse. My first opponent, Elopers, is one of the best PvPers in the whole world. The man currently ranks, as of recording this video, in the top 1%, like less than 1%. He's like top 0.48, I think. Multiple championships under his belt. He's very knowledgeable about PvP, plus he's a really nice guy. I actually passed by him and he said hi to me, and I didn't recognize him at first because he was so freaking tall that I was not able to see his face because I am quite short. Elopers brought 3 fire types: Blaziken, Alolan Marowak, Charizard on his team, plus he's got Altaria, plus he's got Lucario. That means my Lucario is in danger, right? This team screams, I hate Lucario. Okay, but that's not an option because he's got Bastiodon, right? And because he has all these fire types, it's kind of scary to bring Steelix because, Charizard, Blaziken can handle Steelix. That is not good. If I bring Lapras, if my Lucario goes down, my Lapras is not gonna be able to take out Bastiodon. So what the heck do I bring? And so, I was forced to bring this team right here. I've got Lucario, Altaria, and Lapras. A little bit more fire resistant, but if my Lucario doesn't catch Bastiodon, I'm dead. First matchup, okay? Predicted, alright? Second matchup, okay? Alright? Predicted. Do I win this match? The answer is no, I don't. I don't win this match. I lose. Why? He's a great player. He's fantastic. Confirmed. But I don't think that he won because he's so good, but he is, right? I think what is more true in this situation is that I lost this match because I am one of the dumbest persons to walk the face of the earth. How could you not shield that? I knew that was a blast burn. I knew. I wasn't thinking, shield bait. Nothing. I knew it was a blast burn. I'm sorry guys, the thing is, I messed up twice during my battle with Elopers. The first was in the battle, not shielding that blast burn. The second one was, I changed my recording app to something with better quality. But the thing is, with that app, if you swap from one app to a different app, like let's say Pogo to your Chrome browser, it stops the recording. And since I was so pressured with, my battle with Elopers here, I had to double check his team even though I knew what his team was because I was scared. And so it stopped the recording, and so I was not able to record the second match. Let me give you a summary though, okay? He pulled out a plate out of his backpack. A plate, yes. Like, a dinner plate. And it had my booty on it, and he gave it to me. I lost. My next opponent is Dark Rai, who is one of the organizers for the cup. He's got a pretty solid team. He's got the Ball Core plus Steelix, so balls plus Flygon. So he's got fly balls. interesting. Flygon is something that's kind of fallen off the meta, but the thing is, I still think it's a very good pick. It's just very, very specific for Bastiodon. He is a fantastic Bastiodon Slayer, but the thing about Flygon is he's really squishy. This is the team that I went with. I went with Steelix, Altaria, and Lucario. I actually forgot that I had Frostlass at this point, so yeah, I think Frostlass might have been a better choice compared to Altaria, but let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Steelix versus Lapras. Bad matchup. So I was thinking, charge a little bit of energy, swap right away before the Surf comes out, but he got me with the Surf, so I had to burn one shield. Because Steelix is quite important because I'm not sure, he might still have a Bastion, right? I swap in my Lucario, I get off a power-up punch. He's not swapping, I'm like, why? He burned both my shields with his Lapras. That is not good. Not good at all. He pulls out his Lucario. I'm like, that is so bad. But the thing is, this makes me really think that he does have Bastiodon in the back because he probably doesn't have a dedicated anti-Lucario Pokemon. So, the next Pokemon that he pulls out is Bastiodon. I was right. Alright, at least I have my Steelix. I've got Earthquake. But the thing is, that Lapras in the back though, that's gonna be a problem without my Lucario. I don't know how much damage I was able to do with my Lucario. I was just, focused on the moment at this point. So I was really like worried. Okay, so I get off a crunch right here, killing the Bastiodon. How much HP does this thing have? Not a lot. Let me get off a crunch. It's almost dead, but it's getting energy right now. That's scary. My Altaria comes out and kills it. So for this next match, I'm using the same team comp, just leading with Lucario. I'm just swapping the flow. Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Lucario versus Flygon. Flygon, I think, right, in my opinion, is not a good lead. Not a good lead. Why? Because Lucario and Altaria live in the lead position. And even if you catch a Bastiodon or a Steelix, the thing that makes Flygon deadly is his charge moves, how fast he can get to them, plus, him getting them off. And in the lead position, you're gonna encounter shields, which is another problem, right? So I feel like Flygon should be, more of a finisher type of Pokemon. Anyways, we're winning. Lucario versus Altaria. I knew that was a Shadow Ball. I was just thinking save the shields for something more important. He is now switch locked into Bastiodon versus Steelix, which is another fantastic matchup for me. I'm gonna be able to get off an Earthquake, burning his last shield. So here I am. I'm in a chill position. Plus I can farm up energy, which is what I am gonna do. I'm gonna hit this thing with an Earthquake, hit Lucario with a Crunch, maybe kill it, and then swap. If I don't kill it, right? Swap to my Altaria to kill it, right? That type of plan thing. So I get off the Earthquake. I have enough for a Crunch right there. I hit the Crunch. Is it gonna be enough to kill? It is. My next opponent is DayJunior12, who is another very high-ranked PvPer. Okay, so pretty intimidated, but I noticed that on his team, he doesn't have Steelix. So usually what I do with people who don't have all three tanks is I choose the stronger tank from the lineup. So example, like in this situation, he's got Lapras and Bastiodon. So I would choose Bastiodon because I know that Bastiodon can beat Lapras if you match shields. But the thing is, he has Blaziken and Charizard. So I was thinking, alright, Lapras is the tank that I am gonna choose. And I paired it up with Lucario and Altaria. Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with a blinding bright light. But Lapras versus Bastiodon, that is bad. He's gonna win this as long as he matches my shields. Okay, so I swapped to my Lucario. That is a stupid mistake right there because his team comp had so many fire types. Obviously, he would have something for a Lucario switch in. Switch locking in my Lucario was the death of me in this match. Anyways, he did a Dragon Claw right there and I shielded it. And that was another stupid thing that I did. If I didn't shield that, I think I might have had the chance to win this, but not really sure. Anyways, he's gonna get off 2 Dragon Claws. That's bad. My Altaria's really low. He probably has Lucario in the bag. I need my Altaria to kill that. He pulls out Bastiodon. I'm forced to swap to my Lapras. Throw a Surf right away. He doesn't shield it, but he's gonna return fire with a Nose Punch, which I need to shield, right? And now I have no shields. He's got Lucario. I throw a Surf. He still has 1 shield. It's bad. It's really bad. Okay, so even though I have this Sky Attack, Lucario can take 1 Sky Attack. And yeah, he is going to slay my Altaria, which stinks. Okay, so moving on to the second match, what I wanted to do was I wanted to swap my Lapras for my Bastiodon because I now know that Bastiodon is his favored tank, right? Lapras isn't gonna cut it. Why not Steelix? Well, because he has a lot of fire types. Here's the thing, I wanted to run Lucario as the lead because I was thinking that he might go double fighting. I wanted to save my Altaria in the back for that just in case. Because my Lucario, I'm getting so good with Lucario that I can actually slay Altaria with my Lucario. I was just thinking, just in case he runs the double fighting team comp, I've got Altaria in the back for that. So let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Lucario versus Altaria. Bad matchup, but this is a sign that he has the double fighting team comp. So I anticipated this. Alright, I'm gonna shield this. I'm gonna bag my Lucario and then try to hit a Shadow Ball on the Altaria, but then he ducks and it freaks me out. And then I pull out my Bastiodon. I don't shield this because I thought it was a Brave Bird. It was a Focus Blast, man. That's GG right there. That is, he was trying to be nice to me too. He was like, no, you can still do this, man. He was being so nice to me, man. Jay Junior, thank you. But, you know, this is straight up GG. It's 3v1. Even if he doesn't have any shields, right? I don't shield this because I know that the next Pokemon is going to be Altaria. But, man, I played like doo-doo on this day. So I'm just like, at this point, I was just thinking to myself, I'm just happy that I didn't wait this cup. You know what that is? Like waiting. This was not my weighted cup. Which is good, right? It was good that I had this practice cup before my weighted cup. So, my next opponent is Neil Pats, who is another high-ranked PvP player in my local community. Wow, keep him coming, keep him coming. So, we've got a Alolan Marowak on the lineup. Interesting, that is a hard stop to the double fighting team comp. I didn't have Blaziken. What I had was Frostlass, which actually charges up Shadow Ball much faster than Alolan Marowak. And so I was thinking, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to bring in Frostlass. We've also got Flygon there. Plus, yes, Altaria, just like everybody else. Maybe it's time to finally use Frostlass. And so we're gonna start off with Frostlass. We're gonna lead with it. Why? I wanted to maybe catch Lucario or Altaria. Let's see how we do. Okay, so we start off with Frostlass versus Lucario. Okay, now Frostlass is not as hard of a stop as Alolan Marowak is to Lucario because it only single resists Lucario, plus it's quite squishy. But yeah, let's see what it does. You know, I got off an Avalanche pretty quick. I'm gonna hit another Avalanche right there, but I take this power-up punch first. It does a lot of damage, you know, for being something that's resisted. It does actually like a decent amount of damage. His Lucario takes me out. My Avalanche was not able to wreck it. Underwhelming. Very underwhelming. Okay, so anyways, my Altaria comes out, pops him, and the next Pokemon is Lapras. Now I have to be careful here. I have to be careful not to get hit with an ice move, right? So I swap right away to my Lucario that's ducking right there. I decide not to shield this. I'm like, I can take a Surf. It was a Blizzard, and it did not kill my Lucario. I was like, oh my god, I took that? I didn't even know. His last Pokemon is Flygon, which is great. His Lapras is almost dead. He swapped it out. I saved that one shield for, you know, this Ice Beam right here, but see, the thing is, at this point, I knew that I had no chance of winning, so I was just like, you know what, let's play around with Frostlass, let's try it again, you know, needs more experimentation. Let's see how we do. This match is weird. You're gonna see why in a couple of seconds here. We've got a bad matchup, horrible matchup, so here I am. I don't know what I'm doing, you know, I don't know how to play Frostlass against Bastiodon, to be honest with you. I swap in Lucario, he pulls out his Altaria. Okay, this match, even though it's a bad one, I kind of like know my way around it, right? So here I am banking, okay? I'm gonna fake with a power-up punch, plus power myself up, okay? And then I'm gonna hit it with a powered-up Shadow Ball and Blagoom! that's kind of like the sound effect that, you know, pops in my mind whenever I hit something with a Shadow Ball. It's quite satisfying. Anyways, he pulls out his Lucario, kills my Lucario. Now I know that I've lost already because Bastiodon can take both my leftover Pokemon. It doesn't even matter at this point, to be honest with you, okay? It's weird. I swap in Altaria because it was actually the better choice. It was the better choice, right? Because Altaria is a little bit more tanky. A little bit more tanky. And if I could survive this with my Altaria, you know, if I could get my You know what? It's a stupid match. It's just dumb, stupid match. I'm gonna get off the Shadow Ball. Okay, I am gonna be able to kill the Bastiodon, but he still has his Lucario, and because Frostless is so underwhelming, I lose. Okay, so for this last match, since he really likes that Bastiodon, I am pulling out Steelix, okay, to slay it. Because the meta is a meta for a reason, and I should have never brought out Frostless. I should have never even considered it. A friend of mine told me to change it before we got into the tournament, but I'm hard-headed. Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with a high octane, live fast, die young situation. Lucario mirror match. I was just thinking, let's just get rid of it, right? So that it doesn't bother my Steelix. Plus, I've got Steelix in the back just in case he's got Bastiodon. So, you know, not a problem. Alolan Marowak. That's fantastic. His last Pokemon might be Bastiodon. But I don't think anything else on his team can handle Steelix, really. So, you know, I was feeling pretty calm at this point. So he swaps in his Bastiodon. I'm like, okay, that's fantastic. I get a little bit of energy on my Altaria. For Alolan Marowak later, just in case, you know, I take a lot of damage from this and get slayed by the Alolan Marowak. Anyways, it is what it is. I throw an Earthquake and he takes it. And I'm like, wow. Plus he had a little bit of HP left so that I was able to get some energy. I get off a Crunch. Okay. I'm at a good bit of health. I'm not gonna shield this because I want to save it for my Altaria just in case the Alolan Marowak powers through and beats me, right? I get off another Crunch. Is this gonna be able to kill? Yes. Now my next opponent is gonna be very important in a future video. So I want you to remember his name. Skies0428. Remember it. It's gonna be important later on, okay? Alright, so he's got a weird team comp. He's got Empoleon. He's got Dragonair. A little bit off meta. Dragonair, I understand. Okay, it's a good pick. It could be a replacement for Lapras. Alright, understood. Empoleon though, I really don't I don't get it. It's a waterfall user. Okay, sure, maybe he's thinking, let me try to catch some Alolan Marowaks, but I don't have Alolan Marowak on my team. I don't have Blaziken on my team. I don't know. Okay, so for my team comp, I decided to go with Lapras as my tank. Why? Because Steelix was his only tank. So, alright, let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Lapras versus Alolan Marowak. Okay, good first matchup. I'm gonna get off a Surf. He's gonna need to shield it. Okay, so shield pressure on. He's gonna get off a Shadow Ball. I knew this was a Shadow Ball, so I shielded it. Good. Are you proud of me? I actually, right, blocked the right thing this time. He swapped in the Lucario. I swapped in my Altaria. I know this is a Shadow Ball. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. He's gonna need to burn his last shield, right? He's gonna need to burn his last shield. I'm saving my last shield for my Lucario. But at this point, I was like, do I really want my Altaria to go down? No, not at that health. Not at that health, because that Lucario is still gonna do a lot of damage to my Lapras or my Lucario. And so I decided to spend the shield anyway. So, right, I should have shielded the Shadow Ball in the first place, right? Yes, so whatever. He brings out Empoleon. I'm like, okay, interesting. Let's see. I get off a power-up punch right away. I didn't want to give it any chance to throw a charge attack because I don't know what it's got. Alolan Marowak beats me to the Shadow Ball, but I've got a Surf charged up. And so we take match number 1. So, for the second match, I just wanted to keep it going. Lapras was definitely the key player, and if I encountered a Lucario lead, I would just swap in my Lucario, scare it off, or kill it. Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Lapras versus Lucario. Bad matchup, but you know, I'm prepared for that. I swap in my Lucario. Alright, scare it off, got a couple of punches. Okay. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball right here because I'm about to die. It's the best thing that I can do, but I was able to get off a power-up punch. I was like, oh god, I should have just thrown the power-up punch first and then gone for the Shadow Ball, right? But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so now dealing with this Altaria is gonna be quite difficult with my Lapras, but I was thinking Lapras is definitely the key player here. I need to keep my Lapras alive, and so I burnt both shields on it. Okay, so yeah, here I am. I was gonna go for an Ice Beam, but then I was thinking, you know, it's a waste of energy. He's probably just gonna let it go. I went for the Surf. Okay, he's gonna bring out his Lucario again. I'm gonna get off another Surf. Alright, burning that last shield. Swap back to Altaria. get a little bit of energy, but then he hits me with a Shadow Ball. It's okay, I don't really have any shields, don't have anything to do. Okay, he pulls out his Loaded Marowak. I'm gonna hit it with a Sky Attack, and it's gonna need to burn its energy to kill my Altaria, which is good because it sets up my Lapras for the win. I'm gonna get off energy, right? And then I'm gonna get off a Surf on the Lucario, and I'm gonna take match number 2. So, beautiful game, really good. And so, that concludes my very first Kingdom Cup tournament experience. It was a lot of fun, and I don't think I did too bad, right? 3 wins, 2 losses, not bad for an unweighted cup. Plus, I was fighting against a couple of monsters. Plus, I was being really stupid. Frostlass was a mistake. And also, you know, not shielding the Blast Burn, and also swapping my Bastiodon into a Blaziken. That was pure genius, right? I was playing like trash. I feel like I deserve less, but it is what it is, right? I'm actually thankful that I had this tournament experience before my weighted cup, which is gonna come out tomorrow, okay? Video, it is gonna be insane. You need to watch that video because it's very special to me. Big shouts out to the community leaders who organized this event. They were so nice to me and my friends, Brad, Aaron, and Ryan. Thank you so much for having us. Plus, you know, after the tournament, they came up to us and they were like, so when are you guys free next month? Okay, so we can schedule. They were gonna like change the schedule for me and my friends. I was like, wow, that is just like, that's way too nice. Way too nice. You just like let us know when it's gonna be and we'll just like see if we can go, okay? But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Remember to leave a like, comment down below. Vange, you're doo-doo. Get skills, bruh. In all caps, okay? In all caps. But wait till you see tomorrow's video. Wait till you see tomorrow's video. It's gonna be, I'm so excited, man. I just can't. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Ding that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys!